Hello. Welcome, CrossFit humanity. We got yoga today. We are continuing to focus on squats and hips today. We're going to see a lot of the same things we saw earlier this week, and then I'm going to weave in new postures and new stretches for our hip health. Some announcements. This Friday, I think is it the first? I think it's going to be the first. CrossFit Humanity first Friday. So wear your gear, film yourself doing the workouts, yoga, cardio core, whatever it is. We want to see you in your humanity gear and say hi to the community. So that's kind of the big one. And then we're going to see, announcement. It was yesterday on April 28th, but Coach Roderick and crew did about 1,000 squats, I believe. So if you're interested in a big workout, go ahead and check that workout out. So like I said, today we're going to see a lot of similar poses that we've been working on this week, just for hip health. If you guys ever have any questions or if there's ever any, concerns about the movement, if it feels weird, if you have modifications, leave it in the comments below, and I'll get back to you just to make sure that everything feels good and you're moving well. So today, again, about a 30-minute practice is what we've been seeing this week for the hips, and it's this nice way to be in the hip stretches without being in there too long. Because I don't know about you, sometimes for me, staying in a pose for a really long time can be irritating. So we like to find that happy medium. So we're going to start today. Let's go ahead and get to the mat. You don't need anything specific other than either a mat or just a place to be. And we will go from there. All right, let's go ahead and make our way over to the mat. We're going to sit on our shins. All right. So sitting on your shins, again, if this does not feel comfortable for whatever reason, just go ahead and sit on your butt. We're going to sit on the shins. We're going to sit up tall, arms anywhere that's comfortable. Let's close the eyes. We'll start to kind of find the breath. Let's move through the nose. And as you're breathing a little more fluidly through the nose, just kind of notice how it feels today. Notice if you have more space than you normally do, if it feels tighter or if it's stuck anywhere. Just kind of notice what's going on in the breath. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday in yesterday's practice, that it kind of allows everything to expand. You find more space, whether it's space in the joint, space in the breath, just kind of space generally. And on the exhale, that's when everything can soften back to a normal spot, but then even soften lower into the pose than you were previously. So the cycle of breath focused work, we want to really utilize that exhale to help us release that extra tension that can be stored in the hips because, they're big muscles in the big muscle group. So we tend to see a lot of tension and tightness there. So we use the exhale today to just settle in. And you'll find that the stretches are a little bit more effective that way. All right, continuing to create a smooth and even inhale and exhale. We'll go for 3 more cycles of breath. Opening the eyes if you haven't already. We're going to keep breathing through the nose, and we're going to start to move a little bit more. Let's place our left hand on the mat to the left. Inhale, right arm up. And then exhale, lean over to the left. I want us to get a nice little stretch through our right side. Everything in the body is connected. So even though we're focusing on the hips today, we like to kind of focus on the space a little bit above and a little below, back down into the calves and Achilles, so that the whole chain from top to bottom feels good. Inhale to bring yourself through center. Exhale, reset. Inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, lean to the right. Hips shift to the left. And bring your hips back down to that left heel. And then we can draw to the forearms. We're looking for a stretch in the inner right thigh. Your left and right toes are forward. So as you start the beginning of yoga practices, either with me here or other coaches, or just generally, I want you to think that the stretches that we start with don't have to be the deepest position you can get into. We slowly improve the length and mobility of the body over the course of the practice, so that by the end, when we get into the really kind of deep, challenging poses, you're able to be there for a little bit. All right, inhale, bring that right knee back to the mat, and then exhale, left foot out to the left. Drop the hips down towards that right foot. And just breathe, kind of feel that inner left thigh, breathe some space there, allow that exhale to ask the adductors to relax. Just and inhale. Let's come back to the knees. Let's go ahead and kneel, come to a kneeling position. We did this flow a little bit on inner thigh on the front foot. And then we're going to also open up the shoulders. Step your right foot forward, interlace the thumbs, and inhale. Arms reach overhead as your hips drop to the floor. Exhale, go ahead and replace your right knee down, left foot forward. Inhale, arms overhead, let the hips soften. Exhale, replace the knee, right foot forward. Inhale, drop the hips down. And exhale, other side. Inhale, hips low, chest up. Exhale, one more each side. Place that right foot forward. Inhale, hips low, reach up and back. Exhale, replace. Left foot, last one. Inhale, let the hips drop, lift the arms up. And exhale, go ahead and place that knee back down. We're going to now drop down to the hips. We're going to go into that shin box position that we did yesterday. So I want you to sit down. You're going to bend your right knee and place your right foot not fully onto the inner left thigh, but a little bit away. And then this left knee is bent with the left foot behind you. On your inhale, you're going to come onto this right shin. Press the hips forward. Exhale, sit. Flip the knees to the other side. And then inhale, open the hips, press them forward. Exhale, drop the hips down. Replace the knees to the other side. Inhale, open up the hips. Exhale, comes back down. Inhale, flip. Exhale, open up. Good. Go ahead and bring the hips back down. And then you're going to bring your feet to the floor and then cross the shins. Let's go downward facing dog. And in this first down dog, let's just kind of pedal out the feet. Wiggle the hips side to side. Press the chest to the toes. Good. All right. So in this position, inhale, lift your right leg up. Let's bend your right knee and reach your right knee to the ceiling as you draw the left heel down. Okay. And then you can make big circles with the knee. Anything that feels good here. Good. And bring your right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Again, you can make big circles. Bring your left foot back down. Let's go inhale forward to plank. And then exhale, drop your hips back. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, hips go back. Inhale forward to plank. Changing it up here. Exhale, just bring your hips down into an upward facing dog. So let's wiggle the hips side to side. Just find a little movement, and then you can look over your right shoulder. And then look over the left shoulder. And let's go ahead and tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. All right, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, and we'll hold here. So get those hips low, lift the chest up. Let's flatten out the spine. Good. And then you're going to shimmy your right foot over to the right, hands come down inside of the front foot. Inhale, inside elbow draws to the floor. Exhale, reach your right arm up. Inhale, left elbow or right elbow drops. Exhale, open up. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Let's hold here. So hips down, chest up, flatten out the back. Shimmy your left foot over to the left, hands inside of the front foot. Inside elbow drops on the inhale. One, inhale, bring the elbow down. Exhale, reach the arm up. Inhale to plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. And now we're going to hold here. Now we're going to come into what's called Shiva side stretch. You're going to keep your left palm on the floor. You're going to roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Right toes are going to turn to face the right side of the room. On your exhale, you're going to let your hips kind of drop down a little more. And you reach your right arm back towards your back toes. Okay? So we're looking for a little stretch in the right glutes, and then also nice length through the left side. All right, inhale to come back to the lunge, hands either side of the front foot. Now we're going to walk our hands over to the left for a half squat. Okay? So as you walk your hands over to the left, right toes turn to the upper left-hand corner of the mat, and then we drop our hips down. In this position, right heel is down, left toes are up. Good. All right, on your inhale, hands either side of your front foot, hips down, chest up. Exhale, step the feet to the top of the mat. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Arms overhead. Then exhale, bring it all the way down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. All right, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Let's hold here. Hips down, chest up. All right, Shiva side stretch. Right palm stays on the floor. Draw your outer right foot down as you turn your left toes to the left. And then those hips are just going to gently reach towards the floor, targeting the left glutes and the right side body. Inhale, coming to that lunge, hands on either side of your front foot. And then exhale, half squat. We're going to walk the hands over to the right. Turn those left toes to the upper right-hand corner of the mat, and then drop the hips down. Right toes are pointing up. You might be getting an inner right thigh stretch here. We'll stretch the hips on that left side. All right, inhale, hands either side of your front foot. And then on your next exhale, step the feet to the top of the mat. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back, chest lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, chair pose, hips low, arms up. All right, I'm just going to move so I have a little bit of space. Okay. So in this chair pose, you're going to bring your heels off of the floor. Balance on those tippy toes. And so at the count of 5, we'll draw our hips down to the heels. Exhale, 5, 4, 4. We're coming into a toe stretch. So if this is excruciating, okay, you can stay here. If you need a little bit more, hands can come to the thighs, and then even more, shoulders stack over the heels. That's going to put a lot more pressure and weight down into those toes. And if you want even more still, I don't know if I can do this. We're going to reach our hands behind us. Open up the chest. We're going to breathe here through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead. Release the hands down. Whew. Give your toes a little shake. And then let's go downward facing dog. Just step it back. All right, and now let's lift the right leg up. Exhale, let's step the right foot forward and through between the hands. Hips low, chest up. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, bring your arms up. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Now take your hands to your hips. Okay? You're going to bend your left knee so much that you are then able to kind of curl your tailbone under. Okay? In that position, whoa, you should feel like a nice little bit of extra length that's created in the front of the left hip. And then lower yourself down a little bit more. Good. All right. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the back leg. And then exhale, let's go warrior two. Draw the back heel down, open the hips to the left, arms out wide. Feel this inner right thigh push forward. Exhale, let's window the hands down, and we'll just step back to downward facing dog. We're skipping a lot of those cardio core workouts this week. Yeah. Let's go second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward and through. Start by drawing the hips down, chest up. Good. Exhale here. Next inhale. Go ahead. Bring yourself up into that lunge. Good. Take the hands to the hips. Okay. You're going to bend your right knee, and then you're going to draw your tailbone down so you can create a little more length to the front of the right thigh. All right, next inhale, straighten out that back leg, arms up. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. So back heel comes down, hips face the right, arms go out. Draw that inner thigh forward. Inhale to straighten your front leg. We're going to turn the toes out. We're going to come now into what's called horse. Okay? This again is to kind of focus attention on the inner thighs. Okay, so inhale, arms up. And then exhale, we're going to bend the knees and bring our forearms to the inner thighs. Okay? I first want you to press the knees away as you draw the hips down. Okay? And then we can kind of move side to side here. You can make this a really intense kind of inner thigh groin stretch, depending on kind of what you want for the day. Keep pressing those knees out, get those hips low. All right, inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. And then on your exhale, we're gonna come back into warrior two real quick, left knee bends. And then exhale, hands come down and go right to downward facing dog. Right. Inhale to walk the hands back towards the toes. We're going to go ragdoll first. So soft bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows. You can sway side to side. Good. All right, release the hands down. Squat and fold is coming up. So walk those feet out into your squat position or about the width of the mat. For most people, that's a good starting point. You're going to grab your big toes with the peace fingers. On your exhale, you're going to drop your hips down into your squat. Heels are flat on the floor. Press the knees out, lift the chest. And then exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale to come into the squat, open the chest. Exhale to fold. We'll go last one. Inhale, hips low, chest up. Exhale to fold, and then inhale, let's walk it back out, downward facing. All right. Moving on. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Inhale to rise, arms overhead. Now we're going to come into a single leg balance on this right side. So firm the belly, close, and now come to the hips. Left foot over and above your right knee. Take your hip crease and push it back as you bend the knee and dive a little deeper into this position. So the longer the spine is, the more you fold, the deeper a stretch you'll feel specifically in the left side. Good. Hands to the hip. Woo! So knees together. You can keep the right hand on your hip or reach around for the left foot. Just gently draw the heel in. Good. Exhale to release the foot. We're going to cross our ankles so our left foot is crossed in front of the right. Okay. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, let's fold. There's going to be more bend in this front knee, and that's okay. So just let the torso hang. Probably going to feel a little bit more on the outer right hip here. Go ahead. Uncross the ankles, feet together. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, dive it back down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's plant the hands. We'll step to downward facing dog. And this right knee to chest. All right, here we go. Inhale. Now, right foot over and above the left knee. Hands to the hips. Push the hip creases back. And go ahead and lower down. So you're going to keep folding with that flat spine, come over the shin. Focusing now on this right side. All right, inhale, go ahead and stand. Bring your right knee back to your chest. Right hand grabs the top of the foot. Draw the knees together. Send that tailbone down a little more. And then you can stay or grab both with both hands. You can grab that foot. Gently drawing the heel in. Good. Next, I'll go ahead and release the foot. You're going to cross the right ankle in front of the left. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, bow forward. Okay. Again, a little more bend in this front knee. Let the head hang. To rise all the way up. Exhale, dive down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Downward facing dog. All right, let's get into pigeon, into those glutes a little more. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the right shin forward, right knee towards right wrist. We'll shimmy the left leg back. So from here, you have the option to stay. You can place a blanket or a pillow or something below your butt for support, or you can drop down to the forearms. I want you to close your eyes here. You're going to breathe slowly through your nose for 5 sets. And on every exhale, I want you to imagine that the tension in that right hip is not only releasing, you're actually feeling like you're getting a little lower towards the floor each time. Okay? So let's utilize that exhale to help us intensify and deepen the stretch without us moving. All right. Inhale onto the hands. We're going to swing that left leg around. Extend the left leg out in front and bring the right foot to the inner left thigh. Inhale, sit up tall, right arm up. And then exhale, reach up and over for what you can along the outer edge of the left leg. The more that you reach across, the more stretch you'll feel in the right lower back, which is a really nice complement to all of the hip openers we've done. And inhale to bring you up. Let's go ahead, place your hands on the mat, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. All right, let's go second side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left shin forward, left knee to wrist. And let's wiggle this right leg back. Okay. So now we know what to do on this side. Exhale allows you to soften. Let's use the breath to help open the hips without you having to intensify the stretch by sitting in a position you don't really feel comfortable in. Use the breath towards the edge. All right, inhale, come on to the hands. We're going to take this right leg and we'll swing it around. Sitting up tall. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, reach up and over and across. Grab what you can along the right side of the leg. Again, that reach across is what's going to help you get into the left lower back. And inhale, go ahead and sit up. We're just going to cross the shins. We're going to go for one more twist, and then we'll find a couple breaths in stillness. So left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Just gently look over the right shoulder. Inhale, bring yourself through center. Right hands to left knee, left hand behind you. Sit up tall. Next exhale, twist. Look over the left shoulder. Good. Inhale, release, and go ahead and come back through center. So we'll spend, like I said, a couple moments ending the practice seated this way, breathing. So let's find a comfortable position. Closing the eyes. We'll take one big inhale through the nose all together. Open the mouth side out. Closing the mouth one more time. 5 slow cycles of breath, trying to create an expansive, slow, relaxed breath. Gently opening the eyes. Thank you to those of you live with me today. Thank you for those of you watching this video after. I'm hoping that this kind of series of yoga for hips and squats, one, gives you some ideas of ways to stretch and move specifically for your squat, but then also helps you kind of recover and stay mobile during this time, especially when we're sitting more often than we want to be. So as always, we're here to help and we're available. Please feel free to reach out, email me anytime if you have a question. You can leave some comments below if you had questions or if there's different modifications. Again, CrossFit Humanity First Friday is coming up in 2 days, so wear your gear. We'd love to see you and share your stories with us. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. We miss you. We love you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. See you.